Hello and welcome back to the channel. Well, I've been thinking that more and more these days I'm so happy with my physical media collection because as I start to search for some of my favorite films online or on streaming services, I find that they're not available, no longer available. So I thought I'd put a list of, or I thought I would show some of the films that I have in my collection that are nowhere on streaming, at least as of the date of this video. And I've been looking at, we've been using the IMDb app to check to see whether these films are available anywhere on streaming or even to purchase on Amazon, and it doesn't seem like they are. Now this could change. This changes all the time, but it seems like many films, many TV shows are becoming unavailable, and this is just one more reason why now is the time to begin collecting physical media, continue collecting physical media. If you're new to collecting physical media, this is a good time to pick up your favorite DVD or Blu-ray of your a movie that you like, a TV show that you like, things like that. So the films I'm going to show today are all films that are not streaming anywhere, that don't seem to be streaming anywhere. But let me know in the comments below if you have a favorite that's not streaming anywhere. I'm just finding again that streaming services seem to be lacking when it comes to at least some of the favorite films that I enjoy. And one of the first ones I'm going to see, some of these are I haven't seen in a while, but this first one is a Kino Lorber release. And you can't find it anywhere other than this particular piece of physical media. This is a Blu-ray. This is Gene Wilder and Gilda Radner and Dom DeLuise in Haunted Honeymoon. I believe this was Gilda Radner's last film. I love Kino Lorber. I've talked about Kino Lorber a lot on the channel. You can still get this on physical media. This is a film from 1986, and it's great for this time of year. Again, Halloween is already passed, but this is one film that's not streaming anywhere. Next up too, I over the last couple weeks started learning about these films, so this is new to me, and I decided to pick up a copy of it. Again, anytime I see a film that I may catch, that I may read about or have some interest in, I try to pick up a physical media copy as soon as possible, because sometimes these copies are, become unavailable. They're out of print, hard to find, things like that. I think this one you can still get. This is a Scream Factory release. This is Quatermass in the Pit, and this has lots of extra features on it. That's the other thing too, when you're purchasing physical media, if you're really interested in a film or a TV show, many times there's so many extra features on here that you do not get on any streaming service. And so this one looked really interesting to me. It is I'm just looking to see the date here, from 1967. While working on a new subway tunnel for the London Underground, a group of construction workers uncover a strangely shaped skull. Nearby, another discovery, a large, mysterious, and impenetrable metal object. Initially mistaken for an unexploded bomb, the object and its strange power turn out to be far more horrific than anybody could have possibly imagined. So this, again, cannot find this on streaming anywhere. Quatermass in the Pit. One of my favorite movies, directed by Alan Arkin. This is a Jules Feiffer movie. I think Jules Feiffer wrote this. Screenplay by Jules Feiffer. This is I'm not sure if this is available in the U.S., but it's a great film. Little Murders is not streaming anywhere either. This is a great movie directed by Alan Arkin. I think this is the only movie that Alan Arkin directed, but it's amazing. This is an indicator release. And you can see at the bottom here, this is a Region B release. I have up on the channel, I have a region-free Blu-ray player that I'm able to play these titles on, and but this has lots of extra features on it. It's got an audio commentary with film journalist Sam Daihan, introduction by Alan Arkin and Jules Feiffer from 2018, which is great. A Certain Amount of Black, interview with acclaimed actor-producer Elliot Gould. Beginner's Luck, an interview with celebrated actor-director Alan Arkin. So lots of extra features on this one. I'll hold this one up too, so if you want to pause the video, you can see all the extra features here. But this film, if you wanted to see it, you would not be able to watch it on streaming today. And it's important to have the physical media. And again, as I mentioned in the beginning, these are some of my favorites. I've seen, that I enjoy or want to have in my collection. So if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know what a fan I am of Blake Edwards and Peter Sellers, and this is a Blake Edwards film that you cannot stream anywhere. It is Blake Edwards' S.O.B. I've seen this a couple times. Really entertaining movie. Lesser known Blake Edwards movie. There's the back of that one too. This is a Warner Archive Blu-ray, and I believe you can still get it. Lots of folks in here. Julie Andrews, William Holden, Richard Mulligan, Stuart Margolin, Larry Hagman, Robert Vaughn. I'll just read a little bit of the back of this one too. Felix Farmer, who's played by Richard Mulligan's latest movie flops, and lots of Hollywood types spring into action. Agents are called, lawyers are retained, statements are issued. It's what master comedy director Blake Edwards calls standard operating bull, is the subject of his gleefully satiric S.O.B. So again, if you like Blake Edwards and you enjoy his films, this one is great to have, but you can only get it on physical media. So, and again, I believe Warner Archive still puts this one out, so you can still pick it up. One of my favorite, another favorite film that I've seen a few times that you cannot get on streaming, at least currently, is this movie 200 Cigarettes, which is a great movie to watch around the holidays as well. And Ben Affleck, Casey Affleck, Dave Chappelle, Guillermo Diaz, Angela Featherstone, Janine Garofalo, Gabby Hoffman, Kate Hudson, Courtney Love, Jay Moore, Martha Plimpton, Christina Ricci, and Paul Rudd. So lots of actors and actresses here early in their career. I'm just looking again for the date of the film there, which is sometimes hard to see. This is a film from 1999. It's New Year's Eve 1981, and a wild assortment of comic characters are looking for romance in New York City's rollicking East Village. Can a poser, a hunk, a teeny bopper, a gabby cabbie, a cute klutz, and a bevy of too cool to cope artists find love before the stroke of midnight? This is a great movie, great soundtrack. I believe Elvis Costello makes an appearance in this one as well, and it's probably one of the reasons I started to, that I watched the film, at least in the beginning. But it's very entertaining. Again, there's the back of that. You can see all the actors and actresses in the movie. Cannot find this on streaming, but I believe the physical media is still out there for that. One of my absolute favorites, which I just happened to watch, I could not believe this film is not on streaming, and it is Mel Brooks' film Young Frankenstein, if you can believe it, is not available on streaming. So if you are a fan of Young Frankenstein, a brilliant Mel Brooks film, there's the back of that one with lots of extra features on it. You'd have to have a physical copy of it to watch it. This has extra features too. Commentary by Mel Brooks, interviews with Marty Feldman, Gene Wilder, and Cloris Leachman. I believe this has, I thought it had some it has deleted scenes and outtakes, which are hilarious for Young Frankenstein. So just watched this movie last week, and it's brilliant, great as ever. And if you wanted to watch it today, you would have to have some physical media for it. So you can still get Young Frankenstein on Blu-ray, but if you're trying to find it on streaming, you're not going to be able to find it. And these are just a few examples that I picked from my collection, but as a film collector, as a physical media collector, I am so happy that I have these days, because I don't have to rely on streaming services to find them. And even if I did I do have a few streaming services, of course, but I can't find these films. And so if I'm interested in watching my favorite film, or I really want to watch Young Frankenstein, I would not be able to find it on a streaming service. So I'm so thankful I have a copy of it. This is another one of my favorite directors, is Hal Hartley, and this happens to be the Long Island trilogy, which I've seen years ago. It looks like you can find Trust on a streaming service, but you cannot find The Unbelievable Truth, which is the first film, my favorite film in this trilogy. You cannot find that. And this one I think I purchased off Hal Hartley's website. There was a place to purchase these. They were on sale. So happy I picked them up when they were on sale. They might still be available. I'm not sure, but I love The Unbelievable Truth. I like Trust and Simple Men as well, but The Unbelievable Truth was my introduction to Hal Hartley movies. And this trilogy only available, it seems, on physical media in this way. So those are just a few of the films, a few of my very favorites that are only available on physical media, not streaming anywhere, at least as of the making of this video. Let me know in the comments below if you have a favorite movie that you have on physical media that doesn't seem to be streaming anywhere, or you're looking for a movie that's not streaming, that's one of your favorites. But I would say, I would highly recommend that if you do have a favorite film or TV show, that you pick it up as soon as you can, because these things, these films and TV shows seem to be disappearing month to month, and so it's getting harder to find a lot of the shows and a lot of the TV shows and films that I really enjoy. Thanks so much for watching this video today. If you like this video, click on like. If this is your first video on the channel, please consider subscribing. I sincerely hope that everyone is safe and well, and I'll talk to you soon.